Welcome to Alex Krulik's Magic Submitter Software. I'm David Sprague, and in this training series I'll be teaching you how to set up your items inside Magic Submitter. And specifically with this video, we'll be going through how to set up your blog items. Now, blogging is the single greatest way that you can actually just not rank at the top of Google, but also get unbelievable backlinks that give your content authority. And we all know that backlinks are the key to actually getting to the top of Google. As the phrase goes, who's ever got the most backlinks wins. So what you want to be able to do is create really great content and then be able to broadcast it out into the marketplace, and then make sure you put in that content links back to your main content. And the more you do that, the more Google's going to see it as authority, the higher you're going to go. So blog marketing is a fantastic way. Matter of fact, the single first way that you should actually start marketing, and the easiest. And one of the big advantages of blog marketing is all these wonderful different blog directories have huge authority sites, and they have millions of viewers every single day. So let's jump in real quick and share with you just a little bit about what Magic Submitter can do for you when it comes to blog marketing. So I've got Magic Submitter open, and I just simply want to click on blogs. And you can see here we've got hub pages and Blogspot and WordPress.com and Wikispaces and WebPaint and LiveJournal, Multiply, Zoho. I mean, these are huge mammoth sites now you're going to get access to be able to put all your content on. So all you have to do is create a spun article with spun title, spun summary, and then put that in your items and then submit it out. And now I'm going to assume automatically that you've already created all your accounts on these pages, and what that would look like would be like this. So that means when you've created all your article or all your accounts, you'll have green check marks here on the side. So if I click on blogs, now then what you want to do is create a spun article or spun blog post. And if you don't know what spun technology is, please refer to the earlier training we did on spin technology. And what you want to do is, when you want to submit your blog, is simply click on Manage Items, and you click on plus, and you can see here we've got a couple things going on. First of all, we've got the post title. Now, in every single field of Magic Submitter is the ability to create or to put in spun syntax. And spun syntax is simply a syntax that allows Magic Submitter to randomly choose between different words. So for instance, if I want to say my company is amazing, what I could do is I would want to randomly choose between amazing and fantastic. So I'm going to do a bracket, then a pipe, and then another bracket, and let's say fantastic. And then you can see here, every time it submits it, it will choose between the two. So you know what, I missed a part here. If we go up to the top here, you can see project name, and project name is a great way to organize all your content. And what you want to do with the project name, or what we normally do, is we use a project name for our client's name. So if we got client A, client B, client C, we would create a project under every single client. Therefore, when we create an article or a blog or a video, we can always organize it under the project. Or if you don't have clients and you're marketing in specific niches like healthcare or fitness or watches or video cameras, you can simply create those project names, and then every time you create an article or video or blog, you can organize it that way as well. So you want to organize it under a project name, and then you want to be able to fill out your post title and then your post summary. And if you actually review the training we did with the article, you'll know that there's a specific format that we put together that makes it very easy to create one piece of content and use it in your blog articles, or your blogs, your articles, your ELGG blogs, your WordPress blogs. You can use it everywhere as long as it's spun. And what you want to do with your summary is simply take the first one or two or maybe even three sentences, and then the last sentence, what you want to do is put the benefit of what your blog is about. So for instance, if we were doing the keyword plumber in Atlanta, the first couple sentences might be, the problem with finding a really good plumber in Atlanta is, there are lots of plumbers that run around that aren't licensed, and they don't specialize in specific, plumbing. And so this article gives you 3 tips in how to choose the best plumber in Atlanta. So that last sentence is a benefit statement. So you simply want to put your summary here, which is, again, grab the first couple sentences of your your article or your blog post, and then just add one sentence about the benefit of what your article is. Because what happens a lot of times in these blog directories is they'll post a summary of your blog post, and so when people are scanning different topics, they'll read the summary, not just the first couple sentences. So you always want to give that benefit statement at the end. Then you've got your blog post body, and then you've got your keywords, and the body is simply, you can actually use anchor text with most blogs, so you're not going to have any problem putting anchor text in. Again, the problem with that is if you're writing an article, a spun article, and you want to use the same article and post it to the blogs, a lot of articles don't allow anchor text inside their article body. They allow it inside the resource box. So again, if you want to watch the article training we did, it's real important that you keep a specific format so that you can simply copy and paste your way to the top of Google by writing one article really well, and then at the bottom put all your anchor text links. So therefore you can use that same article or that same blog post for an article and just put the bottom last paragraph as the resource box, and then you can still use it in your blogs here by putting everything in the body all at once. And then you put your keywords in here, and keywords are same as tags or really anything else to help identify what exactly you're going after or how to organize your content. And then you've also got your post page name, and the post page name is a little unique, and it's unique for a couple reasons. Number one is that a lot of blog directories want to know or they ask you for what your blog is. And so let's take a look at probably a little bit easier to show you here. Let's go to Hub Pages real quick. So let's open up a browser and let's go to Hub Pages. And you can see under Hub Pages this article, you see this first word here? That's your article post name. And so you would actually put that in here, your post page name. So and let me actually show you inside the director guide. Maybe it's a little easier to explain that way. If you click on Help in Magic Submitter, you're going to get a help section, and then the first thing you can see is a Magic Submitter PDF guide, and this is a fantastic guide to go step by step through everything you would want to know and learn about Magic Submitter. And let me just scroll down to where it talks about this. Okay, now starting on page 47, you can see that it talks about blogs, what they are, everything you need to know in each one of these, just like we went through all these items. But if you scroll down a little bit more, it's going to go into great detail about everything you need to know about each individual service and give you some great parameters on each service as well. So scroll down a little bit more here. Okay, now here we are on page 60, and you can see we start out with articles. It gives some great detail on every single article, exactly what you need to be looking at. And then here on blogs, you can see the post page name. These are used by sites like Hub Pages, Squidoo, and other sites, and the only lowercase letters, no numbers, dashes, or underscores, and that's simply it. So what you want to do is make sure that whatever the page name that you created is put in this area right here. Now on the right hand side here, you'll see that I haven't registered for the sites, but we're assuming that you're going to be, and you need to make sure that anything you see in blue has categories to it. It will not submit without categories. So let me just fill in some of this information real quick. So what you first want to do is create a template for your category. So let's say we're doing something about automobiles. So we'll do it under auto, and then we'll go to Zimboo and take a look at autos. They've got an auto category there, and Squidoo, they've got cars. Excellent. So instead of having to do all that for every single service, what you want to do is click the Save Categories, and you can put auto or car categories for blog services, and then save it. Now what happens here is that now once you actually click out of it, and let's say I want to create another one, so once I fill everything in, instead of having to go and choose every single one again, all I have to do is click upload and go to my car categories, and you can see it automatically fills in those categories. So it takes a few minutes to do it, but you just want to set up a category template, and every single time you submit content, you're one click away from getting all that content out there and setting it up. Now the last thing I want to show you down here is use random profiles. And this is an incredibly powerful feature, because one thing that Google takes into consideration among many is IP addresses, but also the type of profiles that you're setting up and creating, and whether they're coming from the same thing all the time. And so the great thing about what Magic Submitter does, it allows you to randomly choose between profiles. So let's say you've got, let's see, how many do we have here? Let me just take a look here. We've got 37 major blog sites. And so when we click on Manage Items, let's see if we, I can edit this one here. So you can see it all takes spun syntax. So we're spinning everything. We're putting the post body, we're putting the page name, everything there. Now if I was to choose all three of these, and I had created all the services and signed up for all the services, what it would do is, for Hub Pages, it would submit through Bob's profile. Then for Zimbu, it might submit through Ken's profile. Then Squidoo would submit through Steve's profile. So if you've got 27 different blogs and you have 3 profiles, the first one might get randomly 12, the second one might get 19, and the third one would get the rest. So now it's a misnomer to think that if you've got 27, that's 27 times 3. It's not. It's 27 divided by this. So you're still only going to get 27 submissions, but it's going to randomly choose between the 3 different ones, which is going to completely almost eliminate any footprint that you have in submitting content and allow Google to actually see it's very natural and organic looking. And so for the backlinks that you create, you'll get credit for them. So that's how you actually submit. Now one thing I want to share with you is this preview as well. And when you click on preview, you can see safety t-shirts are essential, various jobs. And then I click it again, and you can see safety t-shirts, and it's there for certain kinds of jobs. There are several kinds of mandated t-shirts. So now what I've done is, unfortunately in here, I've created some poor spin syntax. And I don't know exactly where that is, but let's just do this. See how that works. There we go. Safety t-shirts for vital for sure types of jobs. Safety t-shirts are for certain forms of jobs. Safety t-shirts essential for certain forms of jobs. So you can see it's changing this all the time. Safety t-shirts used. So you can see safety t-shirts are necessary. There are a number of forms of mandate security in a t-shirt. So you can see every time I'm sending out 100% unique content because of the spin syntax. So that's how you set up your blogs and submit them, making sure that you fill out each individual area correctly. And again, if you want more information, make sure that you download the PDF by simply going to Magic Submitter, clicking on Help, and the first thing you see there is the official guide, and go to page 60. That'll help you with every single detail that you want to know about submitting items. So I want to thank you for watching, and jump in and start working with blogs. You'll get a lot of great backlinks, and I'll see you at the top of Google.